What's up, guys? So this video is going to be a lot like Cypher's video that he did on his main channel, where he was kind of just talking about things that he would do to make Fortnite better. I don't remember if he called it Fortnite We Need to Talk or what the name was, to be honest. I think it was something like Fortnite is not the same or something like that. But I had been preparing a video before he released that was going to be like super well edited, and I wrote out the script for it. But after seeing his, I was like, you know what? It'd probably be better just to play the game and talk about the things that, you know, are happening as I play the game. So I have a whole list of points I'm going to make over here, and you know, we're just gonna have like a chill video where I talk about the ways that I would fix Fortnite. I'm gonna try to drop somewhere chill and not fight that much so I can do more talking. You know, I don't really get those YouTube preferred lobbies, so we're probably gonna have to sweat at some point, but it is what it is. So the first point that I want to make that kind of references what Cypher wanted to say, he was talking about there being a lot of bots in lobbies, and you know, that kind of goes on to this point that I wrote down over here, where I feel like there are almost too many game modes in Fortnite. And maybe I'm just remembering, you know, I played back in chapter 1 and it was like solos, duos, or squads. Those were the only games. And I'm not saying we should go all the way back to that. Obviously, that's way too simple. Also removes a lot of the modes people really like. But I think they miscalculated on a lot of things. Like, I really feel like OG almost should have never been a mode. I don't know about you guys. I really liked when reload was kind of its own thing in the middle of chapters. I think that was a lot better for the game too. And a big part of that is because everyone was playing it at the same time. Like, we all like got to experience the same thing, which is something I think doesn't happen when you have too many game modes. Like, for instance, when I post a clip of me doing something really cool in reload or BR, you know, if you get on Fortnite just to play festival or get on Fortnite just for whatever, you know, you might not be able to relate to the clip super well because, you know, you only play reload or you only play BR and you don't even know what's going on in reload. And, you know, it's just like back in the day when I saw a cool clip of Ninja riding a rocket and hitting a snipe, I played the game. Like, when I got on Fortnite and played, it was, you know, I'd recognize that weapon. I recognized the sniper. I knew what he was doing, and it kind of just, it made it cooler, and it made me want to go do it because we were all doing the same thing. And I feel like a big part of a lot of games' success are, you know, having content creators, and then not just content creators, but people making cool clips and stuff, and then people watching those clips and then being like, hey, I want to go do that. That looks fun. But the problem with Fortnite having so many game modes and other various things is that, you know, if you're someone that you don't really play Fortnite and then you see something and then you're like, oh, I want to go play Fortnite now because that looks really cool. Well, the problem is that, you know, how do you even find what you just watched? You know, like, you may have saw something in reload, but you don't know about reload or what reload is. And it's just, there's so much when you open Fortnite, all the different game modes you see, it's too much. Like, if it were me, I would just completely get rid of OG. It's fun, but I think it worked really well when it was like a in-between chapters kind of thing. I think a lot of things really don't need a ranked mode. I don't know why we have ranked modes for certain things. Like, OG is another one that, like, it's one thing to have OG, but why do we have an OG ranked mode? Like, usually people that play OG are like players that used to enjoy playing the game that are coming back, and they're like, oh, there's OG mode. Like, why would there need to be a ranked for that? And the problem with having the player base spread so thin, is this an AI? It is. Oh, what do you know? I did get AIs in my lobby. I wasn't expecting that. I am playing in the middle of the day. But another problem with having the player base spread so thin is that it's really annoying, even if you do want to play like actual ranked. Like, I was going to start a series where I was playing ranked with Sarah, and I'm not even that high of ranked. I think I'm like diamond or something. Like, I haven't played a lot of ranked at all. But the queues were like 4 or 5 minutes for diamond lobbies. And then we were getting put in lobbies with unreal people. And it was like, how does this even happen? Like, we're only diamond. It's like it couldn't find anyone else, so it's putting us with the best of the best. And so it kind of just ends up ruining the ranked experience for anyone. So it's like, if you can't fill the lobbies with people of the same rank because there aren't enough people playing that mode, maybe that mode shouldn't have a ranked mode. And you know, that's BR, and I'm not saying you should remove ranked BR, but the player base is spread so thin you can't even get like full diamond lobbies, which is wild. It's just insane. Like, the main core part of your game, you can't even get a full lobby in for, like, you know, not even like super high rank. Like I said, I'd get it if we were Unreal or something. You know, I'd almost rather carry this because this thing's really annoying, which is another point. There's a lot of really annoying loop, but that's topic for another video. And while we're talking about rank, it just feels a lot of times in Fortnite like rank doesn't make sense. Like, there are several people, I get it from Fortnite's perspective, because to them, they're trying, the whole point of a ranked mode is to make you play longer. I even see it in my maps. Like, when we added ranked to Smash Wars, people played longer because they had something to grind for. However, the downside of that is that, I can't believe I just missed that many shots. Like, I should be dead. The downside of that, though, it just makes it feel like rank is more of a grind versus like a skill thing. Like, there are several people on my friends list that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die here to this other guy, not even this guy. Sorry, buddy. Oh, that thing is so annoying. Oh, look, it's back again. Is he really just gonna go through all of them for one kill? Dang, you just got destroyed. This early in the day for me too is wild. Get pieced up and bullied like that is crazy. Gosh, solos are really bad. I'm not gonna lie. What was I saying again? Oh, I just feel like it doesn't reflect a lot of skill. So like I said, I'm diamond, and part of that is I never have time to play ranked, and especially when the queues are, you know, as long as they are, very difficult to play ranked. But it's annoying because to me, like, I want my ranked experience to be like, I want the rank to have meaning. Like, there are several people who are like certain ranks that, you know, like I said, there are people on my Discord that I would absolutely demolish in 1v1s, but they're better than me because they play more. He's just trying to get away. No, he's definitely just gonna run. She's 1 HP too. Attached to you, buddy. Unfortunate. Anyway, yeah, I just wish that ranked mode would reflect skill a little bit more and not just, you know, grinding. It'd be cool to know that, like, when someone says they're Unreal, and I think part of that is also goes back to there being a bunch of modes, it doesn't feel as cool anymore to be Unreal, because when someone says they're, especially reload is like the #1 thing that, like, if someone is Unreal in reload, it is kind of meaningless, to be honest. And I say that as someone who got Unreal in reload, but I think having all these different ranks and stuff and making it so easy, it just taking away a lot of the meaning from being Unreal. And I think all of this is to say, or like get back to the point that there isn't much of like a base game anymore, like, which I feel like is really important. And by like base game, it even goes as deep as like the loot pool and stuff. But like, I remember when I first started playing Fortnite, it was so easy to understand like what was good, what wasn't good. Like, it was like, AR, you just use this for medium to long range. SMG, you use this to short to medium range. There's different colors, and these colors represent, you know, how good it is. And it was like a very simple loot pool. Like, you didn't have to like really be a nerd about the game to like know what's good, what's not good. And I feel like that kind of hurts getting new players. Not that Fortnite needs to get new players at this point, but even people that played before that are coming back, I could definitely see how like car alarm goes off if you flip a car. I never knew that was a feature. But like, I feel like it hurts people coming back if the game is too complicated. Is this guy good? No, he doesn't seem good. Wait, did he continue going up, or where did bro go? I lost him. Oh, he's going into the vault, isn't he? Ooh, that was close. That'd be scary, bro. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, I wish that the game was a little bit more simplified in some aspects, like too many game modes. I mean, even if you go as deep as like the UI, like those of you that remember like the old item shops, not saying we should go back to only having like 2 things in the item shop, but some of you will remember there used to be like, it was very simplified. And now like, I'll be playing with Sarah and she'll be like, look at this thing in the shop. And I won't even know how to find it, to be honest. Like, because it's just so long and so many pages. And I feel like I get it, like as you add things to stuff, like add things to a game, it's only gonna get more complex. But there's like a certain point where I feel like, I don't know, like simplicity is what got me into playing the game, because I hadn't been playing video games. I decided to start back playing when I had friends playing Fortnite back in chapter 1, and I don't know, it was very easy to get into. It was, you know, like a cartoonish battle royale shooter game. The loot and everything made sense, even though like almost no one understood building. I could have swore I saw that guy out of the corner of my eye, but I couldn't tell if that was a player or not, and I didn't want to look over. But dang, your loot was crazy. I take the mammoth over this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. This is a good loadout. But yeah, I don't know. I wish for I wish for a more simplistic Fortnite, that it's like easy, like that I could get friends of mine that don't game to get on and be able to understand and play and have a good time. I do think a lot of the points Cypher made in his video are also important too. The bot lobbies, or people, having so many bots in lobbies isn't a good thing. But I think a lot of that comes down to, there being too many game modes and ranked game modes for things that really don't need ranked. Truthfully, reload, in my opinion, could almost just be only ranked. Like, why do you even need pub reloads? It's not like it's any less sweaty. Those of you who play pub reload, I mean, maybe you don't realize this, but ranked reload is the same exact game and truthfully easier in my opinion. When I was Unreal last season in reload, it was easier playing in the Unreal lobbies than it was playing in pub lobbies. I don't know, you could move those players either over to ranked reload and it would have more players and you get better lobbies there, or those people might go play ranked BR and you'd actually have people playing ranked BR, which you don't really have right now. I think yesterday I was on and there was like 30k people playing ranked BR, which is like, the main thing of the game, while you have 100k in pub reload, 100k in ranked reload. And I'm sure Fortnite is thinking about a lot of these things. I'm sure that, I'm not bringing up anything new to them, but I feel like sometimes you feel like they probably feel like they have to constantly add new things, but I think those new things don't have to be game modes, because a lot of the problems with a bunch of bots being in the lobbies and various other things, the issue with that is going to be that now we don't have people to fill game modes when there are so many. So there's a crown down there, which means someone died over here. I hate not having a bat this season. This is a change that almost none of you will agree with, but that I think would make the game a lot better. I wish they would just add infinite sprint. I really am not a big fan of, I'm gonna say I'm not a big fan, but I hate stopping sprinting. I don't know if you guys play creative maps where you have infinite sprint, but they just feel so much better. Wait, how did that not blow up and hit this guy? Oh, this one does not have two. What am I doing? Oh. Hang on, buddy, I gotta reload this. Wait, why did he do that? Okay. I don't really understand why bro did that, to be honest. Anyway, but like, to me, the game feels so much better with infinite sprint. And I don't, it's kind of like when they had walking and then they eventually just removed it because it felt so slow. I think we're almost at a point in Fortnite that it would feel better if you just sprint a lot more, like if you just could sprint infinitely. Maybe keep this in, like the regular walking, or whatever you want to call this, the jog here, keep that in. I think it's useful, but like whenever I hit shift to start sprinting, it would be cool if I could like never run out of sprint. It just feels like super smooth. Like, I don't know, it just, I don't know, that's more of a personal thing though. That's not really like how I would fix Fortnite. There's a lot of things that they're doing good too. Like, I don't want to just diss them. I just feel like some of the good things they do though get overshadowed by some of the other decisions that they make. Like, truthfully, if I'm being completely real, reload is like the best thing to happen to Fortnite in a while. But the downside of something like reload is that it's so good that it's stealing so many players from BR. Like, no one wants to like run around in a game like this and potentially die right after looting, and now you just wasted 10 minutes of your life doing basically nothing, when you can go play reload, which is like super high action, a lot going on, and if you die you just respawn. It's more fast paced. That is an AI at the end. How does that even happen? I think that's an AI, right? If this is a real player, I'd give him the win, but I'm pretty sure this is an AI. Yeah, this is an AI. How did I hit you for that much, brother? Oh wait, maybe that was a real player. Oh, I feel terrible now. I would have gave him the win. No, I actually feel bad. I'll show one per one. This other player might be an AI too. Even triple edit. I give up. It is early for me. Yeah, I can't even triple edit, and they let me win this game without even being able to triple edit. But yeah, I think the main gist of this video, like the main point I would be making, is just find something with the game modes. I feel like BR needs more players. I feel like they need to spend more time on BR because, obviously reload is really successful, but they need to do something to get more people playing BR. Oh, is that a real player? How does that not hit? I really don't understand this thing at all. If this is a real player, I'll give them the win. I don't think it is, though. Nah, they're missing shots intentionally. That's gotta be a bot. And then, obviously, this. It used to be cool at the end of the game when you would, like, run into real players and stuff. Like, this is unfortunate. Ooh, they got the bots throwing up walls and stuff now. Alright, well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments. I mean, I'm fully down if you guys disagree. If you think they should keep adding new modes. I want to face real players. I want the lobbies to feel like, I don't know, I want it to be a little bit of a challenge to win. But also I want to play people at my own skill level and ranks. I don't want to have to, when I say I want a challenge to win, that means I don't want to face bots, but that doesn't mean in my diamond lobbies, I want to face unreal players. And so, yeah. That's what I would start on to fix Fortnite. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.